The Texas 12-pack, presented by Texas Farm Store.
I love you guys so much.
104.9 Coyote Country.
Cool.
It's 104.9 Coyote Country. It's Robert Miguel here with you on the Texas 12-pack, where we count down the top 12 Texas country songs every week, as reported by the Texas Regional Radio Report. We've also got a special guest in here every now and again, and right now, Marcy Grace. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Now, you made a trip up here. Now, where'd you coming in from?
San Antonio.
You're from San Antonio, so have you? I know you're our neighbors. You're not that far away, but have you made it down to Uvalde ever?
No, actually, and I think I have some family that lives out this way. I don't know why I've never come this way.
Bad family.
Oh, no.
You're just a bad relative. Well, we like it here in Uvalde. It's good stuff. But a lot of us go to San Antonio often for business and pleasure. So you made it down here, the crossroads of America.
Yes.
It's good stuff. So have you ever from a San Antonian's perspective, whatever that word is, perspective, what do you guys know about Uvalde? What do they say about us?
Oh, gosh.
Do they even know who we are?
I don't know. I really...
Are they like, man, they're ghetto fabulous, or raza, or what do they say? Do they say honey capital of the world?
I think some of that, yeah, for sure.
You like all of the above. Oh, I see. You're being very politically correct here. Okay, just let the DJ talk. Agree with everything he says. But again, we got Marcy Grace here in the studio. At some point, I'm gonna say Macy Gray.
Yeah, I know. I've been tagged on Facebook as her before.
So how crazy is that, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that Marcy Grace your real name, like first name, middle name, or stage name? What do you got going on there?
Yeah, it's first name, middle name.
Right.
My last name is Camacho.
Okay.
But some people will just mispronounce it and say Comanche and Comanche.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. So I went with my middle name. It was a lot easier.
Well, that's cool. Okay, so Marcy Grace Camacho.
Camacho,
Okay,
yeah.
Very good. All right, cool. So, obviously, raza. All right. So, same thing with me. Robert Miguel, middle name, first name.
Okay,
So, there you go. So, we're excited that you're here. Tell me, where do you gig around the year? Obviously, you're a Texas country artist.
Yeah.
Where could we normally see you play? I'm sure you do San Antonio often, right?
Yeah, San Antonio pretty often. We're getting out more. We're playing in Austin this Friday, New Braunfels on Saturday, and then we're playing Houston in a couple weeks as well, so that'll be cool.
Well, very good. It's good to see you making it out. Now, you look pretty young. You've been on the scene for a while now. What's your history with Texas country music?
Yeah. I guess I've really been in the scene more so since like the 2016 in the Texas country scene. But I've been playing with a band since 2012. So I've been at it a little while now. And I graduated from college in 2016. So I am
We're all
over
doing the math
21.
in our head. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask your age, but now I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So what made you pursue a career in music?
Yeah, I just grew up all around music. My dad had a Tejano band in the 90s, and so I just grew up around it, and it was like kind of time for me to choose an instrument when I was a kid. And so I did drums growing up. I did it all through high school and college. And, in high school I started taking writing more seriously and picking up the guitar more, and it was just only thing I wanted to do, and so it just came about that. I went to school for it, and now I'm here.
It's kind of cool to see somebody who starts off as a drummer or in percussion move over to guitar, because I don't think a lot of times the more musically, like when I say musically inclined, I think they tend to be piano, guitar.
Yeah.
And then and sometimes even the ones that can play a mean piano and guitar can't keep a legit beat. It's kind of a different thing. So apparently you're good at both. And from what I understand in your bio, you do a few different instruments, right?
Yeah. So I play banjo too, and keyboard. I had to learn that in college, so I'm not the best at it, but I can do it. But
I love the banjo. It's like cool and creepy.
Yeah,
just
right?
like me. But again, we're talking to Marcy Grace here from San Antonio, Texas, down here in Uvalde. It's cool to have you here. Now, your current single is called El Camino.
El Camino,
and we'll go ahead and play that here in just a moment. Why don't you talk about that current single going on right now?
Yeah. So the El Camino is my favorite all-time car, specifically the 1969.
Well, your last name is Camacho.
I know,
right?
But yeah, and I just wanted to write a song that was kind of like would bring back that classic vibe style to it, and just write a fun song. And it's been really cool because I've had a lot of people talk to me about El Camino. It's like, oh, my dad had one, or we used to go in high school, and everybody had one and stuff. And so it's been kind of cool hearing people's stories about the El Camino.
You know what's funny about the El Camino, and this has nothing to do with your song, but just an observation. It seems like, I'm older. I saw plenty of El Caminos growing up, but it seems like they're getting more and more scarce. Like, you just don't see them on the roads. Like, I mean, even 10, 15 years ago, it seems like I saw a few out there. But yeah, so yeah. Don't go away. We love the El Camino. It's such a cool car. So it wasn't your first car, was it? Was it?
No,
You just love them, huh?
I just loved them. I used to have like the Hot Wheels version as a kid.
That's the closest I ever got to.
Yeah, right. So I'm just, I hope to get one soon, but I just haven't got my chance to get one yet.
Well, as far as the recording process of this song and the writing, you have anything else to add about it before we play it?
Yeah, I recorded it in San Antonio with a guy named Marius Perron up there, and he's a great guy. I've been working with him since 2014, and it was great. I wrote the song myself, and I think it turned out pretty good.
All right, well, let's play it right now. Again, it's Marcy Grace. Her single is called El Camino. It's 104.9 Coyote Country on the Texas 12-pack. It's 104.9 Coyote Country. Robert Miguel here with you on the Texas 12-pack, presented by Texas Farm Store at 236 East Nopal, bringing Texas to you. I've got Marcy Grace in the studio. We just heard her new song, El Camino. Good stuff. All right.
Thank you.
Kind of fun, kind of retro, you know. And you wrote that.
I did, yeah.
So you are already an accomplished songwriter. You said recorded it in the studio in San Antonio.
Yes.
Keeping it local, so that's good.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other bits of information about the song? You told me that your dad chased down.
Yeah. Yeah, so the cover of the single, that car, my dad saw on the highway and followed the guy home so he could ask him if we could take pictures with it, and he was really nice about it. So, but yeah, we got lucky with that one.
That's awesome, man. Way to go, Dad. You know what? Being outgoing, you know. That's my creepy dad, but hey, you know, we got a good album cover out of the deal. So
Right.
Very good. So, again, you said been being a musician since about 2012, been kind of in the Texas country scene since about 2016.
Yeah.
Before I forget, tell us how we can get a hold of you guys. If somebody's listening at home,
Sure.
where's the websites and all that stuff?
Yeah, you can find it at marcygrace.com, Marcy with a Y, and then everything else on social media is Marcy Grace Music.
Well, now you kind of got for a young lady, you got kind of a cooler, old school kind of vibe going on. What are your musical influences? What's the music you're pulling from?
Yeah. I grew up with a lot of different styles of music. So, like I said, my dad was a Tejano artist, and then he kind of brought me into like Santana, and then I'm a '90s baby, so Sheryl Crow, Alanis Morissette, all of those are big inspirations of mine, and so I think it kind of transpired into my music.
Your vocal delivery kind of has a kind of a '90s alt girl thing. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
in a good way, because I like this artist as well too. But yeah, it definitely kind of has that vibe. So that's kind of cool. In country music is nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are your favorite? I mean, obviously you probably tapped into the Texas country scene now. I know women in country, in Texas country, are doing really well with Sarah Hobbs just winning female vocalist, and of course Brie Bagwell's been around. Do you have any favorites? Any running buddies in the Texas country scene with the ladies?
Holly Tucker.
Okay,
for sure. She's great. I met her. Oh man, it was probably about 3 years ago. She was playing in San Antonio, and she's just such a nice person. And so we've kind of been keeping in touch. And then Julia Hatfield, and she's just a great person as well. And so I think it's cool how we can kind of grow with each other in the scene and help each other out.
Now I got a question regarding you being a female country artist.
Okay.
There's been a lot of hubbub lately, a lot of people talking, some complaining, saying that, it's always the men. The men get the high charting singles. Men are the ones that make the hits, and women aren't getting equal representation. Now, I get it's 2019. Women have made a lot of progress socially, musically. What's your take on that whole thing?
Yeah, man, it's like that in any genre, really. But I think there's more opportunities for girls this year, I guess, even in the past years. But I just feel like that there's some really great artists coming up that are new, and I think that there'll be a point where it kind of flips a little bit, and we kind of break that trend that's happening right now. And
well, and again, I don't mean to make this a battle of the sexes. I'm just genuinely interested in your perspective as a female artist. It's interesting thing that I've been trying to keep up with, too. Again, we got Marcy Grace here from San Antonio, right here in the KVOU studio for the Texas 12-pack, so we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
We just played your single, El Camino. Again, marcygrace.com.
Yes.
Marcy with a Y, the website, if you guys want to find her there. You got your guitar. Do you want to play a song for us?
Sure.
Or do you want to play another song? I've got your other single, one of your, the one that charted in the top 40.
Okay.
You want to do that first?
Yeah, let's
play
that
one first, because it tease them, make them wait for some live performances here. So this one's called I Wanna, right?
Yes.
So give me a little background on I Wanna.
Yeah, so I had a friend of mine tell me, when she met her husband, it was love at first sight. Like, she knew right away, I'm going to marry that man. And I was like, I thought that was only true in, like, fairy tale, stories and all that. And so I kind of took from her experience and wrote it about that. And it turned out, I think, pretty good for her. So, yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so classic love song.
Yeah.
Again, Marcy Grace here. It's called I Wanna. Check it out. It's on the Texas 12-pack on 104.9 Coyote Country.
Give you a shot. I see you looking, I'm kinda looking back. Is it me or is it getting hot? Try
It's 104.9 Coyote Country, Texas 12-pack. Marcy Grace in the studio. Hello.
Hey.
Your song is called I Wanna.
Yes.
And that was a cool tune.
Thank you.
We dig it. So that one I apparently went like number 37 on the Texas charts.
Yeah.
That's cool. And that was a couple of years back.
Yeah. So it was our first single out too. It was pretty awesome.
Really? So how many singles have you officially had for the Texas radio?
This
industry?
is my fourth single.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any plans on are these available as singles for download? Are you going to put together a record at some point?
Yeah. So these are actually going to be a part of a new album that we're going to release in June.
Oh wow.
On June 7th. So we're excited about that to finally get some new music out there. As a collection.
Now you're a younger artist, and a lot of the younger artists, and even some of the older ones, the veterans, have decided just records just aren't the way to go anymore.
Yeah.
You put out singles. So obviously, you've been putting out singles for a while.
Yeah.
With plans to make a full record, which
Right.
I think is totally cool. Now, is this going to be a digital download, or are you guys going to press some CDs maybe?
I'm going to press some physicals, yeah.
Okay, cool.
My first album in 2014, I had a lot of physicals, and it's changed now, and so I probably won't have as many now as I ordered the first time. But I definitely want to make sure I still have something that people can get their hands on.
Sometimes you, like independent artists, you get all these CDs and then they're everywhere. You're like, gosh, I got to get rid of these things.
Right.
They're like coasters sitting around.
Yeah.
And then that's definitely not, any kind of jab at anybody's music or art.
Yeah.
But people just don't buy the physical copies like they used to. Me, I'm old school, man. I got a big old, I'm a DJ, so I got a big old rack. Look at this thing behind us here, but I mean, I got that in my house too. So, but that's because that's the way I was raised. I remember the 8-tracks and records. So, but it is cool to see somebody that's a younger artist that's clearly squarely in digital media, that's your generation,
right?
Still willing to put out a physical copy because some of us are old school. We like to have, you know how it is. You get to open it up and look at it and read the liner notes, and
definitely
you get to say thank you to all the hardworking engineers and musicians in there.
Right,
so it's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's something I've definitely missed in this digital age. Is that I still like buying the CDs too, just because I like reading the liner notes and everything. And I think it's more of I don't want to say a souvenir thing, but nowadays it's kind of like a part of the merch. Like, oh, this is something cool,
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, it shows that you're a fan.
Yeah, sure.
That's kind of what I do. Is like, I know I can get it digitally, but if I really like the artist, you know what? I want to buy it because I'm a fan, support what they're doing, and then have that. It's kind of like a business card. Also, you can show it to people. Hey, man, look, I got Robert Ray's new record, man. It's on CD. It's cool. It's awesome. So that's really cool that you've embraced that, and you're doing that. What's the title of the record? Is that all fleshed out yet?
Yeah, it's gonna be called No Limits.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of no limits as far as how far we can succeed, but we're kind of pushing the limits of country a little bit on this album, and so it's kind of an ode to that.
So again, early June. Marcy Grace, No Limits.
Yes.
Look for that. And of course, it'll be available physically on CD.
Yeah.
Or, of course, digitally at all the regular places, right?
Yes, definitely.
Well, very good. Now, you got your guitar here. We teased it earlier. You want to do a song for us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So what are we going to hear?
So this is a song that's going to be on the new record called Like I Do.
All right. Excellent.
Oh, sweet baby, don't you lie to me. Oh, sweet baby, don't you lie to me. 'Cause if I want to say that conversation, baby, don't want no heartbreak reason. I've been down that lonely road before. No, you care for no fool love. Baby, I see right through that look. Took it straight out from the book. Hey. Well, I tell you right now, that ain't happening. No way. She can't give you love. She can't give you love. Oh no, she won't care enough. No, she won't care for you like I do. Oh, well, I bet she don't know how to cook for her man. Smell southern fried in a cast iron pan. Does she love watching football and drinking a beer or two? Oh no. Well, I'm telling you, my baby, she ain't gonna do it for you. She can't give you she can't give you love. Oh no, she won't care. No, she won't care for you like I do. Oh, sweet baby. Oh, sweet baby. Oh, sweet baby. Oh, sweet baby. She can't give you love. She can't give you love. Oh, no. She won't care. No, she won't care for you like I do. Oh, she can't love you like I do. 'Cause I love you, baby. Oh, no. She can't give you. She can't give. She can't give. She can't give you. Oh, no. She can't give. She can't give you. She can't give you. Oh, no.
Wow, oh man! You know what, Marcy Grace, right there. Well, that's that. You know what? The reality that big voice comes out of that little body just hit me just right now. This got me so excited to see a full live set from you because, like I said, now I heard the records.
Yeah.
I see you here. But it wasn't until you broke out that guitar and did that I was like, this is that same girl. Wow, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Man, I wish this wasn't radio. I took a little video. I'm going to post that up on the Facebook page. So y'all go to the Facebook page at Texas 12 Pack or mine at Robert Miguel Radio, and you're going to see a little sampling of that video. But man, fantastic. That was
Thank
that
you.
big voice, man. That's crazy. That's good stuff. So give me a little background on that song.
Yeah. So there's a line in there that says, you can't fool an old fooler. And my mom used to tell me that when I was a kid, when I was trying to get away with something, And so I always wanted to use that line in a song. And I was already writing this song, and I was like, you know what? I think that fits perfect in this song. And so it came about that way.
What a cool song. I mean, yeah. What a great, and just great live performance. So tell me about the live experience. Whenever you play a show, do you tend to do some solo acoustic stuff like this? Do you have a full band that you work with, or studio musicians? How do you do your gigs?
Sure. No, I have a full band. We've been together since 2012, actually. And my dad actually plays bass in my band. And so, the live show experience is really fun. I do some of the, acoustic sets as well. But when the live show comes, I'll play drums. My drummer will get on guitar.
Like Phil Collins up in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and so we really put a great, fun show together.
Okay, now I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Okay.
So you said your dad's a Tejano artist.
Yeah.
You know any Tejano?
Do I know any Tejano to play right now?
Oh, no. Selena just had a birthday. Come on, you got any Selena in you?
Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó?
Good enough, close enough.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Again, it's Marcy Grace here in the studio. Thank you so much for stopping by to see us.
Thank you.
Again, find her at marcygrace.com. It's Marcy with a Y. Anything else you want to put out there before we wrap it up? Anything specific?
Yeah, no, just thank you for having me on the show, and be sure to check out my Sports Talk and Tunes
Oh my gosh,
Tuesday.
bring that up. I actually wanted to bring it, but you got me so excited with the music. So yeah, I went on your Facebook page. And you're a bit of a sports gal, huh?
I am, yeah.
I was so excited because you went on a rant, or at least I won't say a rant, but you're talking about the AAF.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought that was fantastic. So tell me, you do like a YouTube kind of video sportscast?
Yeah, so it's Facebook Live, and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. I do a sports talk show, and I play some music, and then the rest of the time I just talk about sports, and it's really cool because I can interact live with people that are commenting, and it's a great time.
Okay, so what teams do you generally highlight? Like Texas teams,
Texas
or San Antonio?
For sure. And of course, if there's anything that's happening, outside of Texas that's big, I'll talk about that. But mostly it's, Cowboys, the Texans, the Spurs. Recently with the AAF, I was talking about that. And so, I try to cover as much as I can of what I know.
So what is your sports background? What makes you, what made a nice young lady like you who plays country music on the guitar car, decided to do sports? Are you and your dad, or?
Yeah, my family is just a sports family.
Yeah.
They love sports, and I never officially played any team sports growing up, but I was always, outside with the neighborhood kids playing basketball and football and all that. I guess I was more of a tomboy when I was a kid. So, but yeah, I just grew up loving it and kept up with it, and I just love watching it still and keeping up with everything. And so I wanted to do something that was a little bit different on my Facebook page, and I think it related to a lot of people.
Well, you seem to have like a legit knowledge base and a pretty good like sports talk kind of attitude. So I might need to use you as a correspondent on my show.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a good sports guy, but I don't know, Drew, if you're listening, you got the competition here, man. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's really fantastic. Everybody needs to check out your little sports segment. Very cool. Again, Tuesdays at what time?
6 p.m.
Tuesday, 6 p.m. goes Facebook Live at the Marcy Grace Facebook page. So thank you so much for being here, and hopefully we'll get you down here live in concert in Uvalde sometime soon. If not, we will certainly make the hour-and-a-half drive to see you in San Antonio, okay?
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, again, it's Marcy Grace here, wrapping up the Texas 12-pack on 104.9 Coyote Country.
The Texas 12-pack, presented by Texas Farm Store, Coyote Country, 104.9.